Hey there. So, you know those old, outdated databases that businesses sometimes rely on? They're not always the most efficient, but changing them can feel overwhelming, right? Too costly, too time-consuming. But here's the thing. Upgrading to something new and reliable might actually be the best move in the long run. Short-term pain for long-term gain. When a business finally decides it's time to build a new database, it's a process that needs some serious thought. It's not just a flip of a switch. This is where experienced database pros come into play. And depending on how complex your needs are, you might need a team. But don't worry, this is all part of the database development lifecycle. Think of this lifecycle as a step-by-step process, kind of like building a house. You've got to start with a strong foundation. Each phase builds on the last, making sure nothing gets missed. So what does this process look like? Let's break it down. First, we need to ask some important questions. What exactly does the business need? How will the database be used? What's the interface going to look like? The answers to these questions help our experts define the scope of the database and get all the details nailed down. Without this step, you might end up building a house with 5 bedrooms when you only need 2. That's why having tech-savvy pros who also understand the business side is key. They gather and analyze all the requirements so there's no confusion later. Next up is the design phase. This is where those requirements get turned into a solid database design. Our pros map out everything: how the data is stored, how the tables relate to each other, and how the information flows. Things like access privileges, indexes, and even stored procedures get figured out here. The goal is to make sure data moves efficiently and that everything runs smoothly. No slowdowns, no crashes. Once the design is set, it's time to actually build the database. If you've got an old system in place, this is where things get tricky. You'll need to move your data from the old system to the new one. Sounds easy, right? Well, it's not quite that simple. It takes time, cleaning, and testing. And don't forget about security. We lock everything down to keep your data safe and make sure no unauthorized access can happen. Finally, the new database is up and running. But the job's not done yet. Continuous monitoring and maintenance are crucial to catching small issues before they become big headaches. With the right experts managing your system, you can rest easy knowing your database will stay reliable and scalable as your business grows. So, investing in a new database might feel daunting, but with the right team and the right process, it's totally worth it. Imagine never having to deal with a slow, crashing database again. If you're ready to take the plunge and build something that'll serve your business for years to come, get in touch with the experts at Everconnect. We'll help you create a reliable, secure database that meets your needs today and tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Let's build something great together.